What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Taking a look this morning at XRP US dollar daily chart. Bitstamp is the data here. Welcome to the channel. Taking a quick look at XRP this morning, the 19th of May. We've had a decent run up here off of 41,680 support. So off that support line, currently sitting up, it's about a 10% move within about 2 weeks, give or take. Is that the bottom? Well, it is a decent area for price. One, since we have a 41,680 support line there, and then two, it correlates with the upper end of this range here. So we were looking for the price to find support there. So far, it has pretty well. I've had a very nice rally. Have some resistance coming into the market. So this previous base here before it broke to the downside in the mid to end April time frame, the price so far has found resistance at 47,060. You can see by the candle wick on the 18th. And then today is basically an inside day so far. We'll see what happens. If we take a look at the smaller time frame for XRP, so when I say that, usually referring to the 3-minute time frame, you could see our big rally to the upside, guys, finding resistance at one of our overhead levels, which is 47,060 perfectly. And then trading sideways, breaking below 46.39, breaking below 45.546, finding support at 44.920 perfectly. You could see that. And then rallied. So right now, we'll see what happens. Is it going to find support 48.039 and then maybe continue higher, taking out that 47.060? Or is that going to break, taking out this low over here, and then head down into the 45, maybe 44.9s, or somewhere there in between? We could see on the 3-minute that if we found support at the 46.39, that would be at the upper end of this trading range here. So that would make sense. But like I said, we'll have to see if that takes place and holds or not. A couple things that could play out here. We could be in for something like a small pullback to a higher low, giving us a higher high to follow, giving us that change in trend. We don't quite have a higher high yet. We did take out these highs actually on the 6th and 5th of May, but I would take the high from this range, which was the 29th, and make that more of a valid area. But we're testing some recent highs, so that is good. No close yet above that, but looks like this pullback, depending on how far it goes, as long as it doesn't make new lows in the market, and then looking for that higher high, that gives us that change in trend that we are looking for. But so far, XRP is off to a good start for that. We'll see how far this pullback does go. 46,039 is giving the price a run for its money right now. XRP, if we take the fibs, we'll take the swing high of this move and the swing low. And let's see where this takes us above the markets. So our first fib up here, the 1618, takes us up into the 72-cent range for XRP based on this most recent consolidation, assuming the lows are in 72 cents. The 2.6 is $1, basically flat, $1.03, give or take. 3618 fib, $1.47. 4236, $1.84. So very exciting times here for XRP and the price. We'll have to see. What we want to see is this swing higher hold, as in when it gets the pullback, we want that to be a higher low, somewhere stopping probably at one of our lines. 44,920. Wouldn't be surprised if the price made it down to there. It's not too much further, and we've had nice support at that area in the past. And then from there, like I said, we look for that higher high, that rally that gives us that confirmation to the upside. What we don't want to see is what has been taking place, this whole steady pullback here, which is, let me clean this up and I'll show you guys. So what we don't want to see is we have our move down, our wedge up, broke very, very strong, rally up, didn't put in a higher low, rolled over, lower low. This rally out of here looks a little bit different, a little bit stronger. It's coming off more of a capitulation sell-off, a V bottom here. So I think the pullback that we'll get will be a higher low, and we'll get a nice solid breakout to the upside, basically like an inverted head and shoulders if you were to draw a neckline here. So I'm leaning more towards the bullish side right now for XRP. Excuse me. I do think there's some kind of a little pullback in the works, putting in that higher low, especially after seeing the resistance show up at the where this old base was, and then at our level 47,060, and then maybe even 46,039, depending on how far price drops here. Bullish times ahead, according to the charts, as long as these moves can hold. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin. Markets are getting a little bit of a pullback this morning. They were up a little bit more. So Bitcoin is still hanging around. Found some resistance yesterday at basically the neckline of this topping pattern here, this rough head and shoulders. You could see we traded up to it, got pushed back down, and today, so far, an inside day. This is a pretty solid bottom so far. Don't know if it's going to hold or not, which was taken on the 12th of May. We talked about that previous to it taking place, and we expected the price to get down to the 26, 23, 25, 760, even the 25, 726. Perfectly rallied up, but a lot of supply, and this pattern is still in control until it can be broken. Broken as in we want to get a nice solid move above the neckline, a nice solid close, and that would start to give us a more bullish scenario for the market, 2 XRP. So patience, we'll have to see what happens. It was very nice to see this rally take place and these lows hold. And I think we're just in a slight pause here before we get that next leg higher. Judging by how high this rally went into this previous consolidation before it broke down, I think this rally is going to be the one that holds and actually does have some higher targets in mind. So we'll have to see, guys. Looks like, sounds like, what we read about is we are close to the end of the SEC lawsuit. We got a notification the other day, an update about the Hinman emails, and maybe that's why the price started to pump. So we'll have to have some more patience here, see how long this thing continues to play out. 2 years plus running, heading into summer once again, and this thing is still within a lawsuit, although it appears what they tell us is we are close to the end. Guys, thanks for hanging around on the channel. Let me know your thoughts down in the video comments. All links down in the video description. Anything else you want to share, feel free. Any other videos you want me to cover, feel free to share them as well. How long have you been holding XRP? Let me know in the comments. Guys, have a great Friday. Catch you over the weekend.